My name is Sarah, and this is episode 25 of Sarah's Creative Corner, just my little corner of the internet where I talk about all the crafty, creative things that I've been working on over the past week. I have some acquisitions and some spinning and some knitting, so that's kind of normally what I chat about here. Not really too into crochet. I'll do it every once in a while, and every once in a while I'll also sew. And I do have some projects in mind that I've been talking about recently for sewing. So yeah, hopefully I can get those kind of worked on and stuff like that. But so far, knitting has most of my attention right now. But today is a pretty overcast, kind of rainy day here. But other than that, it has been pretty good. And yeah, I have some spinning and some whips, no finished objects, although I am starting to get closer to a finished object, and some acquisitions. So nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary here. So I guess we can go ahead and jump right into the first works in progress, which I guess we'll do this one. I kind of have them laid around me. This is, let me get the ends out. Just this little guy. This is the ruffle sock that I am making for myself to match the pair of socks that I made for my husband. And it's just an amalgamation of two different patterns that I have. So for the ruffle, I just used the instructions from Summerlee Knits in her Shorty sock pattern set. And then I'm going to use the heel from Vanilla is the New Black. So I haven't gotten to the heel yet, but once I get there, I will. And I'm knitting these on 9-inch circulars on 1.5, US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. And I finished the cuff. So I did 15 rounds of ribbing for the cuff, and then I'm going to be doing 20 rounds of ribbing for the leg, and then I'm going to start the heel. So I think I'm about halfway done with the leg, and then I should be able to get into the heel soon. So not a lot of work on this sock. You'll see kind of where my attention was over the past week in a little bit. So yeah, just this one, nothing too crazy. Since it's a shorter sock, it shouldn't take too much longer. If I focus on it this week, I should be able to get it done. But as I said, I've had other things that have been capturing my attention recently. So that's the first little one. The next one is, I guess we can do this one. This is my test knit for Tori U. Let me get it all situated. So I got this guy. This is the Courage Henley by Tori U of Tori Knits NYC. And I've done this much. So I'd say like a good 2 or 2.5 inches. And just working on the body, I finished the like second ball of yarn that I was on in the middle of a movie, so that was kind of annoying. But then I joined the third, and I'm just gonna finish the body, and then I'll start to do the other finishing parts. But yes, I kind of like how it's knitting up. There's the just kind of like more tonal look to it. It's on the back too. So yeah, and I haven't noticed any difference in the colors from when I've joined. I guess like maybe this part is a little bit more tonal than the others, but it's nothing too crazy. Like when I look at it in person, I'm not mad about it. So yeah. that is this one. I am knitting it on the suggested needles, so on US 7, 4.5 millimeters. So it's a worsted weight, and yeah, I am knitting it in Farmer's Art of Fibers, their Pishkun base, and Come and Get Your Love, which is just like a light blue. So that is this one. Pretty happy with it, and hope I can get the body done this week, because I think I'm supposed to knit like about 11.5 inches until I start the ribbing, and I feel like I've done like 6 or so. So yeah, very happy. And it is just a mindless knit right now. And I'm intrigued to see how the finishings go, because I haven't done like a Henley or anything like that before. So should be fine. Tori is pretty good with her instructions. So yeah. Okay, the next one I can show you is still on its tiny needles and another Tori U pattern. So this is the Uptown tee by Tori U, and it is just a t-shirt with this like lace sleeve detail. I am very close to finishing the raglan increases. I think I maybe have like 4 more or something like that. Got a good bit done this week, as you can see. Probably like a good 2 inches or so. So aiming for this week to split for the raglan, like split and finish the raglan increases and everything like that. So nothing too crazy to say about this, just chugging along. I am knitting this on US 3 and US 5 needles, and the yarn is from Life in the Long Grass in their Garden Party colorway on their Silk Merino base, which is a 50-50, but they don't have this base anymore, but they still have the colorway. So that is this one. I think it'll be really nice in the spring and the summer to wear. So yeah, I feel like I'm going through these pretty fast, but there's nothing really, I feel like I've talked about all of them so much recently that, yeah, I don't know. Okay, the next one that I have is my Rhinebeck sweater. This is my Framed by Andrea Mowry. I'm knitting it up in the called for yarn, which is Spincycle Dream State, which is the color changing yarn, as you can see. And then the like gray-ish color, and then this mint color is from Farmer's Daughters Fibers, their Spinsters Worsted, which is their collaboration with Spincycle. In Love Me Like You Used To and something else. It's in my project pages. And yeah, I am very close to finishing the second repeat. So I just have like 3 more rows left. So I will finish those 3 rows, and I think I will do 1 extra like half repeat. So 1 extra of these little squares, just to give me a little bit extra length in the body, and then I should be good, to be honest. And then I will split for front and back and hope and pray to like the knitting gods that this will be long enough and that I will be able to enjoy it. But I think it will be. Just visually, I think it'll be fine. And yeah, I'm glad that I am working on this. I think it's a nice engaging knit without it being too engaging, if that makes sense. Like I have the pattern repeat down pretty well now. So I don't really have to go back to the pattern and look at the charts as much as I did and I started, so that's a plus. I'll be intrigued to see how colorwork flat will go, but I mean, it's just colorwork, so it should be fine. But yeah, very happy with this. I got almost like a full little quilt square done over the past week. So yeah, that's this one, and I'm very, very happy with it. And I have one last work in progress to show you that I have not shown you before because I just cast it on this week. And it is a gift for a friend who is pregnant and who is due in a few months. So I wanted to knit a little baby sweater for her. And it's just so sweet. And I think it's so cute. This is the Ingrid sweater baby version. I can't remember which version it is, but it is like the tiny version of the Ingrid sweater. And I knit all of this like in the past week or like 5 days. So it's very engaging. It's not too hard. And I think it's kind of fun to have all the different textures. So there's like the moss stitch, there's the eyelet section, there's these like faux cables, and then right now I'm on the double rib section. And I think I'm about halfway done with the double rib, and then I'll go into the next section. And I'm knitting this in, I have an unwound skein, KnitPicks Swish, the DK version in Serrano. So it's just a red, and it's 100% fine superwash merino, and I'm knitting it on the called for needles, so US 6 4mm. I'm just kind of picturing this as like a little Christmas sweater for the little baby, and I think it'll be really cute. So I think I'm about halfway done with the body or something. Like once I finish the rib section, I'll have an eyelet and then one more section and then just like the bottom hem, and then I'll be done with the body. And then I'll do the sleeves, I'll do the collar. So moving pretty fast, and it's whatever a baby drop shoulder is, it's a drop shoulder, and it has short rows in the back. I just love how it's literally just an adult sweater, but just tiny. Like, it's a drop shoulder sweater, but for a little 3-month-old. So I'm very excited to be working on this one, and I think it will be very well loved. So I think it was also a good test to see if I would want to knit one of these myself, because I've been eyeing this pattern as well as, I think it's the Moby sweater. And the Moby, I know as an adult, it'll be much more of a slog, I think, but I think it's so nice, and it's nice practice and engaging. So yeah, very happy with it, and can't wait to gift it to her when I'm done. So that is this one, and that is all the things that I've been working on over the past week or so. So kind of like dabbling here and there and all the different things. And the last stuff that I can chat about is I have some some acquisitions that I got. I don't have any fiber or like oh wait, no. I do have one more thing. I have some spinning. I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago. I have a treadle wheel at my in-laws' house, so I am trying to use it a little bit more, and I finished a bobbin, or I guess a full braid, and this is what it is. This is I think it's the Yume braid from Big Little Fiber Co. in Japan, and it's just like a very pastel light color and it's on a BFL silk base. And I will say that this BFL silk base was a little bit more difficult to spin up than the Little Fiber Co. BFL silk. So just as like a little heads up, I felt like I was going down the like silk fiber a little bit more than I was in the other braid that I have tried this base on. But it's all done. This is all 4 ounces of it, and I'll probably ply it on itself maybe tomorrow or something, because we have a long weekend here in America. So that's what I am thinking. I think it'll be nice. I don't know what I'll knit up with this, but that's just the fun of spinning. It's more like a process for me. So yeah, that is this one, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, now we can get into the acquisitions. So no like fiber or yarn or anything, just more like supplies and tools and stuff like that. So I guess the first one that I'm really excited about is Spincycle collaborated with, I can't remember her name, but it's the Size Inclusive Collective. She has the Cordsmiths, and they released like a new version recently, and I had to get some, especially because I am not the biggest fan of I-cords. So I got these guys. I got the mini one, and I also got the regular sized. So we will try these out eventually, maybe when I finish my Uptown tee, because those are I-cord finishes. It should be good. I know most people just use like the regular sized, so we shall see. But yeah, that is the first acquisition, just a couple of these little Cordsmiths. Okay, let's see. The next one is from, oh my gosh, Explore Knits and Fibers. They are currently previewing and like releasing some of their new colorways for their farmers market collection, and I think everyone really liked the bag at Flock a couple weekends ago, so they did a pre-order. And I don't know if I just ordered really early and they had some back at their studio, but I got my farmers market bag, and as you can see, it's like a pretty decently sized bag, and it's like a nice thick canvas, and I think it'll be really nice to like take to different places. And it's also a boxed bottom, so it gets even bigger. So very happy with it, very excited, and it's just so cute. I think Darren did a really good job in the picture that she drew. But yes, that is this little fun one, and I'll be intrigued to see how well the printing stays on this, because it doesn't feel like a normal like printed canvas, but we'll see. Okay, and the last thing that I got that I haven't even opened yet is something from Andrea of the Knitting PT. I got one of her wrist kits. So it comes with like a little wrist like support thing. Comes with these little balls, some putty, and I think that's it. And then it also comes with like instructions on how to use it. So yeah, that is that. Yeah, so there's a wrist brace and hand putty, and then mini massage balls. Because sometimes I find that if I'm knitting too much, my right wrist especially will start to hurt, kind of like my wrist and my forearm. So I thought this would be a good investment to make sure that I am taking care of myself physically. So yeah, I am intrigued to see how these work. I will probably want to try to use it before I start to be in pain. I feel like that's the best move. But yeah, very excited about this. I had been thinking about getting it for a while, so glad that I bit the bullet and got it, especially since it comes with the videos too that she makes on how to properly use it. So that is all the things that I have been working on and I've gotten and all the things. So I will see you guys next week. As always, all of my links are down below for the project pages and dyers that for any project that I've mentioned, and my Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, you can. I am more active here, honestly, just because of photography. It's not my strong suit. So that is, I'm mostly here where I chat about all the things. And yeah, if you guys want to like and subscribe and comment, you can. I really appreciate it, and chatting with you guys down below. And if you want to talk about what you are working on while you're watching this, that'd be great. I'd love to hear what other projects there are out in the world and other like constructions, because I have been trying out, because one of them's a saddle shoulder that I'm working on, and then I have like the tiny drop shoulder, a bottom up. So I just love discovering other things. So if you want to like and subscribe, you can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. Bye.